He's tried that obviously a couple times this year. Hasn't got it done until tonight. What was the reaction like on the bench when he pulls that one off?
We were pretty shocked. I mean, we know he's capable of it, so we weren't too surprised. But the way he pulled it off, obviously so smoothly, and it's a big goal for us at the time. So just how quick he got that. So it's a heck of a play by him.
Yeah, it's just like another reminder of how much skill that guy actually has.
Yeah, you see it throughout the game, and in practice day to day, and we see him working on it here and there, and obviously he's got that capability of doing a couple of tricks like that. So you got that skill, and it was a big goal for us tonight. So like I said, it's just an incredible play by him.
What are you guys feeling right now? Big win in Washington, a pretty character win here as well. Just these last couple of games together.
Yeah, no, I liked our game in Washington. Just we didn't give up. We were down kind of the whole game and kept battling. Tonight was a little different. We had a good second, got ourselves back into it. And, they're going to push in the third. They got a few, and I just liked how we responded. Got our feet back under us, and we're able to get the extra one.
What's it like you've been here a while. You see a lot of young guys making their debuts this year. Another one tonight. He gets a point. I mean, just I guess how exciting is it for you as a guy who's trying to help this team rebuild, restack itself?
Yeah, big time. I mean, Hunter tonight, he stepped in right away and looked comfortable. I mean, he made some great plays, gets his first point. Really good in the dot for us, and thought he had a really good game. So we're happy to have him, and it's always tough coming in just like he did, but he did a tremendous job. So it's always good to see that.
The resiliency tonight, a lot of injuries pre and with line A, and then the injuries throughout the game. What does that say about the team bringing everybody together to find a way to win, given what you had to go through?
Yeah, big time. I mean, we're down to 4D at one point, and I think we finished the game with 5. But they stepped up big and losing Ollie early too. So it kind of forces you to get everyone involved and step up when you're missing key guys like that.
So did you see that play developing when you started from the right circle? Were you thinking this
Not
is
right away. I was kind of looking for a shooting lane, and then didn't have it there, so put it between my legs, and then kind of once I was skating around the net, I kind of knew.
Yeah. You've tried that how many times? 3 or 4 times in the game?
I think this was the third here.
Yeah. Just what's it like to finish one?
Yeah, it feels a lot better for sure. Obviously always nice to score, but yeah, especially that. So yeah, it felt good.
And a big goal too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody say anything in either direction?
I mean, just our team, nice goal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Boys are fired up, so it's good.
You kind of on your celebration there, kind of threw your head back, almost like finally. Kind of one of those things. Was it something that you were like a goal you had kind of set out for yourself maybe this year?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I always want to score goals and score anyway, so I don't know if that was a goal, but yeah, I mean, I was certainly really happy when I went in. I don't know that I was relieved at all. I think I was just really pumped, but yeah, I don't really control what I do when I sell it. It's just blackout or whatever, so.
Were you aware this is the 27th anniversary to the day that Mike Legg did that for Michigan?
No, that's funny though. Funny how that stuff works.
And you didn't do it at Michigan. That's also kind of odd.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you did one with BCHL as well? Or?
Yeah, a couple in the BC and then World Juniors, but yeah, never in Michigan, so that's too bad. But
NHL the best one though.
I mean the World Junior one was pretty big too, but yeah, this was good. Mm-hmm.
Was this the most? It's been described by many as the most beautiful of Michigan goals. Do you think it's the ones you've scored? Is this the one that is the most sort of, I don't know, attractive?
I mean maybe. I think because the move before it too was obviously nice. So it's nice when those come in sequence or whatever. So yeah, maybe.
Have you had a chance to watch it?
I saw like the replay when I was getting interviewed after the period, but so yeah, it was cool to see.
Are you a guy who's going to watch it later?
I mean,
probably won't be able to.
I hate to say it, I'll probably see it and watch it, but try not to watch it too many times.
Yeah. Is this just more kind of an example of you just kind of feeling like yourself at the NHL level? You've been there for a while now, but does the confidence just keep growing, and that's kind of how a move like this and all of the stick lift and all that gets pulled off?
Yeah, I mean, I think I mean, I've tried it a couple times earlier, so I think the confidence has been there. Just nice to finally execute it. So, but yeah, no, I definitely feel like I'm getting better here, and obviously, hopefully, continue to get better in the league.
This is obviously a tough season overall, and we've said that a lot with the record. But yeah, as this thing is winding down, you've seen a lot of first-year guys, a lot of young guys surrounding you here, kind of forming a bit of a core group, I guess. How much fun has it been for you, this year as a rookie to be a big part of that?
Yeah, no, definitely it's fun. Obviously, always kind of looking for glass half full stuff, and yeah, obviously we want to be winning more, but yeah, for me, just try to keep growing and a lot of the young guys. So yeah, it's nice to kind of push each other and work hard together, and yeah, it's fun to see other guys having success too.
Your initial reaction to when you saw the goal on the bench?
I was on the ice for that one for KJ's. Just standing in front there, and then the shot landed back in the net. And that was a pretty cool thing to experience live like that.
But in the game overall, though, I mean, you guys were really resilient. A lot of injuries that you had to deal with. How were you guys able to come together and find a way to get a victory out of this one?
That was a big one for us. Losing some key pieces in the back end, then blanks out, and then he came back and losing Ollie. Being able to stick like that shows our character. Being able to stick in there and get a win was big for us.
And you scored another goal tonight. It's 6 in 16 games now. Is this the most confidence that you felt now since you've been here?
Yeah, definitely feeling good right now whenever the puck's going in the back of the net. And gelling well with different line mates, so it's a good sign so far.
Yeah, you and Roslovic definitely seem to have something going, a lot of speed there. Do you feel that early chemistry with him?
Yeah, I've played with him a bit before, and whenever I'm with him, I always get excited because another fast guy, and then obviously with KJ, tons of skill there.
Liam, are you doing anything different now, the last 16 games, in terms of scoring goals than you were before? Does this prove how fluky this game?
I don't think I've been doing anything different.
You know what I mean?
Just going in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that drive you crazy a little bit, or do you
I don't know. I just try not
ride
to think about it and ride the wave. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And just the goal tonight, just how that came together, and how you scored it. Just take us through it.
Yeah, it was a little scrum on the wall there. I think KJ poked it low to Rosie, and I just drove the net. I was yelling at him, and he made a perfect pass right over the D-man stick and just punched it in.
When you see a skill play like the one Kent made tonight, just what does a player like you think when you watch that? What impressed you most about the goal that he scored?
I think that speaks for itself. Everyone's pretty in awe there. Yeah. That was I've been around for some pretty cool goals, but none like that. That was a cool one to watch live.
Is there one part of it that blew you away more than the other?
I don't know. The whole thing was pretty special.
Yeah. Could you score one like that?
I would like to try. We'll see how it goes. I don't think it would go as well as his.
Have you ever tried?
I don't think so, no.
How about even in practice?
Yeah, I think everyone's tried to scoot around in practice, but it takes a lot more to do it in the game.
Just because there's guys
yeah,
down on you.
yeah, it's a lot harder, but he made it look smooth tonight, so it's cool to see.
That's kind of what made it was like the whole play, right? The stick lift, the toe drag, like the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole play was pretty special, and then to cap it off with a goal like that, it was fun to watch.
How much fun are you guys having, you young guys, on this team? At this point, I know the season's wrapping up. Not the season this team wanted, but at the same time, you can look forward to the future, right, as young guys, and kind of feel optimistic.
Yeah, we got a lot of young guys here, and we're playing better and better as the games go on, and kind of finding each other's games, gelling together, different guys, and lines changing a bit every game, so you got to play with everyone. So when you have a lot of young guys like that, we can find each other's game and just gel, and it's a bright future around here.
Are you having fun? Are you the young guys? Is it almost like junior? I mean, even though it's in the NHL.
Yeah, everyone's having a blast, especially when you win a game like that, and the winning helps a lot.
Brad, your team tonight, not a similar game to Washington, but similar in the fact that you kept sort of coming and fighting back after you gave up the 4-2 lead.
Yep.
Just the way your guys have responded in these last couple of games.
This is a heck of an effort tonight. We lose a defenseman early, we lose Ollie early, then we lose a defenseman end of the second period. One guy comes back. We lost ourselves a bit in that second. I know we scored 4, but they were coming at us pretty good. We found a way to capitalize for sure, and then the front end of the third, definitely they came. But I thought we gathered ourselves very well for the back half of that period, and we started to kind of settle down and get some ozone time and some good looks, and then we were able to finish. So these last 2 games, you're playing at the end of a 5-game road trip, flying halfway across the country again, and we had some guys dealing with some illnesses and different things, and they found a way to respond. And then tonight here at home, it was we built the lead, and you certainly don't want to give it up, but it allowed us to just hang on. We got the power play, and power play was huge for us.
You would have had a front row seat for Ken Johnson's goal when that started. Could you see that developing and ending the way that it did? Did you anticipate that he was going to try?
I would never anticipate something like that happening. But he is so creative, and it's the right call there. Nobody's talking about the first move he makes, like just to create separation. And that was, to me, he's found a really good balance with his skill set, and he's tried it before in games and been close. It's not to be a showy, or it was the right. If he tries to wrap it on his backhand, Sorokin's there. He bumps it out. The fact that he can do that at full speed, it's an incredible goal. It really was. It was an amazing goal.
And what's the lift on the bench? I'm sure the bench went crazy.
Well, if they pan the bench, I mean, everybody's reaction. I'm sure it was very unique from everybody. I had some guys holding their head, and I mean, it's a heck of a goal. It really is. That's impressive to do that.
Back to Kent Johnson. On that play, it starts because he takes the puck away from the Islanders, and then on, I want to say it was Foudy's goal, he wins the board battle along and then swats the puck down to Foudy. How impressive you've been? Obviously, everybody knows about the creativity, but how impressive you've been with the way he's been playing on the other side of the puck as well.
Yeah, and that's the key for him, and for his growth and development. And, he did a video session this morning with Bowler, and Bowler was showing, some teaching moments and the competitive stuff and being above it and doing the right things and time and score and all those things that are real important, danger areas, and then some of the good stuff he's done too. So it's finding the balance, right? I think all these high-end skill guys are always navigating, they're always pushing that line, and you have to give him some freedom, because you see the goal he scored. You take away that skill set, and shame on us as a coach to do that. And so, but there's going to be times too where I did get in his ear a little bit. Said, okay, it's still play within yourself here. That's a heck of a goal, but just make sure you play the right way. And so he's got a bright future, because it's not just all skill. He's always working at his game. He's got a real a hunger to learn and be better. He likes to be challenged. He does, and we've had some conversations, and he's challenged himself to be better. So, it's not surprising that he's doing that. He's very strong around the puck and on the puck, and as he matures and gets stronger, it could be scary. If he puts on 10 or 15 pounds and picks up another half step and all those things, he's still a young man, but he's certainly got confidence and his ability to do that at the NHL. It's impressive.
A lot of things out of the ordinary tonight. No Sillinger, no Line A. You have Hunter McCowan having his first NHL game here. You're losing defensemen in the middle of the game, and yet you still come out and you beat a team who's a playoff contender here. What does that say about the confidence of your team and their willingness to put all of that noise aside and just go out and get the job done? Yeah,
we talked about that. They're in a dogfight for points and the importance of this game for them. So it forces you to get engaged. You can't dip your toe in. I thought we had a real good start to this game. I loved how we started, and even though we came out down, there were some real good things in that period. So I think to see our team push through it, and everybody says what they want to say, but these guys have not quit. They are pushing. They're even in our practices. They end the road trip right there at the end of and that could be a real tough game. Washington's a tough building to go in. They're resilient. Pull back from 2 goals there, and always came back. And then tonight again, we found a way to get it done. It's great to see from these guys.
Brad, you guys have had a good locker room, no matter who's been in there, pretty much all year. I mean, definitely all year long. How much is that? Do you think is the fact that you have such a young team in there? I mean, it seems like almost at times that, it's the NHL level, but it's guys who are just barely out of junior or college, and it kind of looks that way sometimes when they're on the bench or just having fun. I mean, is this team having fun as the season is wrapping up?
Is it the lack of facial hair? Is that what you're going with when you're looking at the bench?
Could be.
Yeah. No, we're a young group. I believe we're the youngest as far as I know, but they care, and they care about each other, and they're going through it together. And this is it's been a challenging year. We've beat that to death, as far as how it's been and the injuries and all those things. But again, it creates opportunity. It creates different scenarios for different guys at different times. And again, they keep pushing, which is it's great to see. And enjoy it. And we got to go in Montreal tomorrow and be a tough game. On a back-to-back.
McCown got his first NHL point today, got some power play minutes as well. What do you think about his overall NHL debut?
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty good job. He's good in the face-off circle, too. If you look at that stat, he did a real good job. He looked a little nervous at time, but in the same sense, I thought he looked very poised in other times and did a real good job of settling in. He's was very under control. Always nice to get a point your first game in the NHL. So I believe his parents were here, so that's great for them to see that. And happy for him, real happy for him.
Do you know if DeBranson or Olivier are long-term?
Goody's probably more long-term, Ollie, but neither one will be taking the trip.